Hey, it's going on YouTube, so you knows best here. Here about to talk about the new 4.0 software update for the iPhone. Now, Apple hasn't announced this yet, but a lot of websites are beginning to actually talk about what they would actually want to see in it. And I went to a website, the totally unofficial Apple web blog, tuaw.com. They had a nice little article going over some of the things that people will like to see in here. And I'm just going to hit a few of the points because I do agree with a lot of the stuff. And the first thing is actually the lock screen. So the screen of the iPhone, this screen right here. So you're actually not getting into the iPhone, but you want to be able to see some information on that screen without having to enter in your passcode or to unlock the screen. And so there are a lot of information you see by this picture here that have like your contacts, any missed phone calls or any new incoming mail or things like that, which will make it a lot easier for you to see those things without actually having to dive into your phone. So looking at the screen, this little picture of it definitely looks good. I wouldn't mind having that at all. The second wheel, I think a lot of people are actually asking Apple to change their home screen to kind of, or change the main, pretty much the main operating system of the iPhone, or how it looks and how it works. So standard, just the standard pages of apps and apps and apps and apps. Something maybe a little bit different here. Look, as you look at this picture here, to have different sorts of information on the screen that you can have, and to be able to customize it, but still have like a little dock at the bottom to keep your favorite applications in, or to still have the ability to keep your iPhone the way it is. If you just want the pages of the icons, I don't mind those at all. I think it's pretty useful, but it would be able to see a nice, more refreshing look to the iPhone OS as a whole to kind of keep up with. Of course, Android comes with nice little features with this OS. And second thing, when it comes down to the applications too, some people don't really like. I don't use the stock iPhone stock application. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't use the iPhone's stock application or usually their calculator that much, and I kind of like push that all the way to the side because I have better apps that I want to use for that. But it would be actually a good option to be able to give us the ability to actually delete those applications off of it, even though they come from Apple, to get those off of our phones if you're not really using it. Let's see what else. Oh, also the good things that are in Mac OS 10, like Expose and probably even Spaces or something like that, but especially Expose, to be able to do that on applications themselves, or also to flick through pages of your apps by using some type of Expose gesture, and you can kind of choose which one you want to go to. Instead of just flicking one by one through the pages, you can actually use Expose to get to it. Now, there were some demonstrations. If you ever jailbroken your iPhone, you actually are able to do that with certain applications. I did a long time ago, and it actually works pretty well. But I think that Apple could easily implement that into their own iPhone operating system. And this also brings us to what a lot of people really want, and what Android is really getting in their operating system is Flash. Now, even though Apple is saying that they don't want to do Flash because it's going to drain the battery and, performance-wise, I think that I would still like the option to basically screw it up for myself. So give me the option to run Flash. If it's going to be making my battery drain, I know because you warned me, but just give me the option to, so I can take advantage of it if I really want to. And let me see what else is in the article. I think that's about it for now. Of course, we'll like to see a lot of other different things for it, but right now I think these are the main things I like to see, the new 4.0 software update. So I think Apple, they may, this event that they're probably going to hold in January, they may bring this up a little bit, but I think they'll hold a separate event before the iPhone launch to actually go over the software update and all the details as a whole, because that could be an event in itself. But anyway, since Soldier Knows Best said, leave a comment or video response. Let me know what you think about the 4.0 software update, what you want to see into it. And thanks for watching, and I will catch you later. Peace. And the reason I probably sound funny because I am sick.